Right now I'm listening to a podcast about drainage with Nate from Essential Craftsman and his special guest Sean, who's a drainage expert. And Nate just mentioned that he had a friend that had a late rain and they had a whole bunch of water. Well, this is the Willamette Valley. It's the 24th of July. And usually everything is bone dry. Well, we have standing water, and we are currently having to sump it out every morning. There's probably about 4 more inches in there. And so we are seriously evaluating the correct way to be able to drain this. This portion of is a crawl space. It's going to be around a 6-foot crawl space, and then this is an 8-foot daylight or walkout basement. And so we're trying to figure out exactly what the best solution is. And actually I had a question for Sean. I was going to ask him what he thought of, since above this will be a garage, from this T-post across the way to the other T-post with the green flag, is it necessary to have drainage down here as well? A friend of mine who is a geologist came out and looked, and he said you definitely have some suspect soils for potential for expansive soils. I think the shape they're in now probably indicates that. So we just want to make sure we're doing everything right. We actually bought some the flexible just to put as a secondary, but as far as this goes, this is basically the bottom of the footing, and so I'm trying to think of a way, as far as drainage goes, if I should try to create essentially put some of the clay material underneath so that we have our slope next to our footing as it comes down. And then would it be best at this location to drop down and switch to solid pipe and drain out to daylight out? It's going to daylight out over there. Or would it be best to just continue, drop down, and then continue the fall down over to there and then switch to solid? We've got 70 feet of distance between that end of the building and that end of the building, and then obviously all this slope is coming down this way as well. So I think most of this is just groundwater. As we look at this over here, we've got some significant clay, and the moisture seems to be around 3 feet or so down, and you can actually, there's some wind there, but there's actually water running, trickling down right now. So just trying to figure out what's the best solution, and see if anybody had any ideas.